What's up with it? What's up with it, man? We here for episode 21 of Smoking and Rapping, man. We in the 21 episodes down. I got the guy out of game here from Oakland, California. You feel me? A lot of y'all motherfuckers know if y'all from Oakland, y'all know fucking how it is. You feel me? You don't. You probably don't really be outside that much.
Right.
Well,
you're a youngster, the youngsters, they ain't really familiar with me, but they uncles or they daddies or big brothers or, they probably got to give them a history on the gamer. But what's up with you, bro? Thanks for having me on the show, man.
Yeah, this one came about because I had, what I'm saying, you go back pretty deep with my older brother and shit like that, so I always fucking been watching. And you put me on, I want to say you put me on some of my first like Oakland shows that was just me not performing with like Chevy or shit like that, you know. That's how I first met you, was through that shit, performing at New Caribbean City and shit. You was promoting that shit, but I went through the interview because I seen you. I know you'd always been pushing like merch to a certain extent, or like you for me a music career and all that shit. But this is the first time I seen you like probably taking it like this serious, like pushing out multiple items.
Right. This is my first time having my own clothing line. I got the clothing line now. This is my first time having that. I always was out the trunk with the mixtapes and with my CDs. I was always at the hoagie shop. I was always at Booker's. I was always everywhere out the trunk with my mixtapes and my music, but that's the only merch I had. Yeah. I never had clothes. I never had none of that shit, you know what I mean? So what made me want to get into the clothing business is just watching niggas like Fab, Styling, Filthy. Everybody got merch. And even them dudes who ain't my homies, like them my homies, even dudes who ain't my homies, like, bless me. All the dudes, the rappers who poppin', all got merch.
Yeah. From
the Migos to Drake to Lil Wayne to everybody got merch. Like,
some type of shit.
You gotta have merch, bro. You gotta have some clothes, you gotta have a hat, you gotta have something, because music ain't selling like it used to be. It's streaming. Like, you get pennies off of streaming. So you gotta stream 100 million to get some real money off music.
And see, the thing I hate about the streaming part is like you say, right? It's cents on the dollar. So say if you paid this nigga how many ever thousands of dollars for this song, now we're making cents on the dollars on the return of the feature.
Exactly.
And you feel me? It's like
you gotta hope that shit stream like a motherfucker to make your money back.
To even just make your money back off of not necessarily making no profit.
Exactly.
You just trying to get back what you gave this nigga
for a feature, right? Exactly. Let alone if you want to do the videos, the nigga they charge you for the video.
Exactly.
You gotta get hella views on that to get your money back. So it's like,
getting into
gotta have merch for sure.
We're gonna talk about the merch. We're gonna talk about your rap career. We're gonna talk about a couple other things. But let's start with your rap career. Like, at what point did you actually start rapping?
Man, I started rapping when I was 8 years old. Literally rapping, freestyling in the hood on 90. We stayed in the apartments on 90th and Bancroft. Me and all my niggas, we used to always be there rapping, and I was always advanced with rapping as a freestyle. I always came off the top of the dome. I was always advanced, so it always was bad. Like, I was always hanging with older dudes. So all my partners was 5, 6 years older than me. So when I was 7, 8 years old, I was hanging with 13, 14-year-old dudes. You know what I mean? So, but I was always advanced for my age. So I started rapping back then. And I actually got a record deal with Dollars and Spence, the same label 3 Times Crazy was on. I actually signed my first record deal at 10 years old. I signed the contract. My mama had to sign a contract with me with Spence for Dollars and Spence Records. I signed a contract at 10. So I was supposed to be on the Stack of Chips album. The song I got, The Murder Show. You heard the Murder Show song with me and 3 Times?
I'm pretty sure.
I got a song with 3 Times Crazy called The Murder Show with me and my cousin Obo. And that song, we made that song when we was 10. That's what, 95. We made that song in 95. I was 10, about to be 11 years old. I'm born in 84. So we made that song in 95. That's before Pac died, before they dropped Stack of Chips. The song didn't make the album, but it ended up coming out later on the Best of 3 Times. We got my gat for The Murder Show. So, make a long story short, I started rapping at 8. I got signed at 10. And for everybody know that shit didn't work out with Spence, because it didn't work out with 3 Times Crazy with Spence. You know what I mean? They had a deal back there with New Tribe. So they was signed with New Tribe. We used to have a studio in Emeryville. Well, they had a studio in Emeryville, Tone Capone. You know what I mean? I used to did my first songs, my first real songs with Tone Capone. He taught me how to really put my verses together. He used to be on, do it again. I don't like that cut. I'll do it again. So that's what made me always, when I go in the booth, I'll be on my shit, because shout out to Tone Capone. You know what I mean? So, yep, I started rapping at early, 8, signed at 10. I've been rapping ever since.
And then, obviously, so some of the first people you was around was borderline Oakland legends.
3 times for sure. I actually got discovered to get that deal by Adrian Bear at Bayfair.
Okay.
Adrian Bear see me rap at Bayfair. He took me to Spitz. Took me to Emeryville, to Spitz and told Paul I rap for the biggest and biggest stop. But my cousin was my right hand man, Obo. Shout out Obo, he was my right hand man. So I'm like, y'all sign me, you gotta sign my cousin. We a group. It's called the Young G's. Back then, the G's meant gamers. Back then, we get the young gamers.
Okay.
So they signed me and my cousin Obo. And yeah, that's how I got discovered by shout out Keith.
And then so obviously with having to be around that type of people from the jump in your musical career, that had to set the precedent for you to know like, okay, everything has gotta be, my bars have gotta be on point. From jump. Even you getting signed as 10 years old, that's gonna motivate you too. But as 10 years old, you're probably not really thinking about how important the deal is as much as just like
right.
I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
I was happy to be on the
plate.
Yeah, and I was 3 times back then. You gotta think 3 times crazy with the hottest niggas in Oakland.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so being young and being around them type of people, like, how did that help mold you into a rapper in your later career?
Because look, this is how I went down, bro. So I went dollars and spits. I was fucking with 3 times when I was 10, 11, 12. That shit didn't work out with the whole situation with their whole label. They start fucking with the Gov. Hella shit happened. But mind you, I'm in 6th, 7th grade. I'm going to Cali Simmons. I'm so raw at rapping, but niggas know I'm fucking with 3 times. Niggas used to think I was stealing their lyrics. You rapping some shit you heard 3 times that, but I was so hard back then. I never stole no lyrics ever. I used to gas kick it. What niggas will tell you? I used to gas the niggas freestyle. So when that shit didn't work out, I was still rapping, but now I'm in the hood. I ain't got no deal no more. I ain't tripping on rapping like that. I'm still freestyling everybody. I'm at all the house parties, but I ain't got no deal. But mind you, I'm still known for being a rapper. So one time, this was 98, 99. No, 99. I'm 15 now at the time. And they threw a big ass picnic on 96 and Sunnyside for Big Ran, RIP Big Ran. It was his birthday. And everybody like, hey, I'm gonna get up there and rap. Whoop. So make a long story short, I rap. Sibo discovered me. You feel me?
This is
Sibo. Sibo, yeah.
Okay.
West Coast Mafia, nigga, bald head, low, Sibo. But at the time, this when he got the Mind Figures. They the hottest group out. They just dropped their album. You feel me? I'm 15. Sibo from the park, take me from the park, tell me he want me to come with him to Seattle. We go to my house on 8th Avenue Hillside. I was living on 8th Avenue Hillside. My mama gave him permission to take me to Seattle. Sibo actually met my mama, asked her, can I take your son with me to Seattle? She let me go. To do some rap shit. But I go to Seattle, nigga. I'm on tour with the Mind Figures and Sibo. We hit Tacoma, Seattle, Ohio. We hit a few places. I'm freestyling every show, killing. That's when I used to be dancing. You know, back then that's when dancing was in. And I stayed at all the house parties in Oakland, so I'm dancing in Seattle. Like, this nigga, I got goals already. I had top and bottom. I'm a young saucy nigga, so I'm on tour with Sibo and the Mind Figures. Mind you, just when the Mind Figures in their prime.
Yeah.
I'm 15. These niggas like 21, 20. They was young, but they was in their prime. I'm 5, 6 years younger. Like I said, I always hung with older dudes. So these niggas in their prime, bro, I'm fucking with AP, Jack, Hustler, Ryder, and FedEx. Them niggas all love me. Them niggas like my big brothers, bro. Them niggas fuck with me tough. So I was on the road like, I think 2 weeks out there. And then I flew back home. And then when I flew back home, that's a couple months later, man, first I got Rafa a Hustler chain to put that in. I had Hustler me wear the chain. When I came back, big ass cross, nigga. I'm icy, I'm 15. Mind you, I'm jumping with my nigga Low, Free Low from Sabrina. He's my cousin. We hitting corners. The nigga West, we ride with West. I don't know where West at right now. West Brookfield, but we ride with West. West swinging donuts in Sabrina. Them niggas follow us, nigga. We jump out thinking they cool. The nigga Dose take my chain, bam. Fire on the floor. So, but Dose my nigga now. Shout out Dose. This is when I'm a youngster. You feel me? And this was Sabrina, nigga. You couldn't even be outside if you see them niggas. You need to turn the other way. You know how Sabrina get out. So, but Dose didn't know.
I got a scooter took it Sabrina.
Right, exactly.
With a little
you know how them niggas get out. Right, give them niggas Sabrina. Them niggas hard. Shout out to Sabrina. I fucking with
hang out for the summer with me. My auntie Pam would pick me up, bring me to Sabrina for the summer.
Right. So you already know. So my nigga Low, but Low was from Sabrina. That's my cousin. So Dose didn't know that at the time. So we try to go get the chain back. I was gonna get it back, but Dose ended up going to jail. The police got him. Right when me and Low pull up to Sabrina and get the chain back the same day when the shit happened. So but anyway, let's get past that. So Hus like, man, nigga, take riding for the chain. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna steal your chain. Hus never was mad. He knew this shit really happened. I wasn't lying. You feel me? Them niggas was having money. Yeah. But to skip past all that, a couple months later, my mama ended up passing. You feel me? My mama ended up passing away a couple months later. You You feel me? So after that,
Well, you wasn't even 18.
I was 15.
15.
I was still 15. Like I said, I got picked up by Bo, went to Seattle at 15. I came home, had a chain, I was shining.
And you was on the road when she passed?
Nah, I came home. I was home. So when she passed like a few months after me coming to Seattle. So I go from a high. I'm in Seattle with Bo and them, I'm rapping, I come home, I got the big chain, even though adults get the chain, and then I was still saucy, I always was a dresser, I always stayed fly, you feel me? So
yeah.
I'm 15, I'm on a high. I got a car, I'm getting money, but my mom and my daddy was having their issues in life as adults, you feel me? So my mom she used to drink too, she used to drink alcohol a lot, she drank whatever, doing her, they get into it, she ended up passing away, you feel me? I used to always say it was from an overdose. Nah, I used to always say she had an overdose because she took sleeping pills, but my mom actually took her own life.
Okay.
I finally got to the grips where I can admit that now and I say it, you know what I mean? Because I used to say she died of overdose, which she did, she overdosed. You feel me?
But she did it on purpose.
Exactly, she did it purposely. We didn't, you know what I mean? Nobody woke her up. She didn't want to get woke up anyway, you know what I mean? So now I say that to bring awareness to that because people be killing themselves. And if people don't bring awareness to it and talk about that shit and really understand that shit real, suicide is real. Take that shit serious when somebody say that shit to you or talk about that shit to you because they might could do it. You feel me? So.
Was that what triggered your alcoholism?
Nah, I was 15. I wasn't even drinking. I always smoked a lot of weed. So after she died, I didn't like alcohol. So at 15, 16, I'm just a weed head. But my mama going down there. I'm about to be 16. I'm thugging. I'm just smoking hella weed. I'm fucked up. My mama was my everything. I was my mama's boy. So it wasn't like, you know what I mean? This was my everything. Damn, she just gone.
Yeah.
I'm living with my dad. I don't really even get along with dude. You get me?
Yeah.
So, for real, I don't even get along with him.
Know him like that.
He always was in jail. I never fucked with him like that, but he was still my dad, so I'm staying with him. Now I'm tripping on him, though. Because I always felt he should have woke my mama up. So I always tell him that, nigga, why you ain't wake her up, nigga?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's a whole nother story. Ain't gonna get that deep. You feel me? So, what triggered me to drinking, that's a whole nother story down the line. But I'm getting to the beginning stages, what made me stop rapping. So, I ended up not caring about rapping no more. I mean, fuck rapping. My mama there, I'm thugging. I'm out here, nigga. I gotta take care of myself for real now.
Yeah.
You hear me? I gotta hustle, nigga. Daddy ain't gonna give me shit, nigga. You feel me? I'm thugging, so
yeah.
I just was on my grind. I really didn't rap, but I should have been the Bow Wow. I should have been the Bow Wow, Little Romeo.
Kept doing
I should have been all that. That's how I felt. Bo and them, they doing their own thing, so they fucked with me. With that. My figure was having turmoil with Bo. Bo was always in jail. With hella shit going on. I feel some gangster. You feel me?
It was just one of those situations where your mother's passing kind of like made you be like, fuck the
music. Yeah, I can't rap. And I always wanted to buy her a house.
Yeah.
That was always my goal. I'm gonna get rich by mama, big house. You know how
so
we
now
feel.
you like, who the house for? Who
anything
is for?
Like, nobody even fuck with me because my mama was always the one who had me like, don't worry about what Adam's doing. I was always like an outcast, not an outcast, but I was always my own man. You feel me?
At what age were you when you had your first kid?
I had Lil Al when I was 23.
Okay, so not too young.
I wasn't too young because I didn't want to have no kids. You know, I always had the mentality, I don't want to have no kids, no kids behind. I'm thugging.
You had that, man.
I'm thugging.
So is that's kind of like what it did for you, made you feel like you having a kid. If your mother died, you feel like the same thing would happen to you if you had a kid.
I feel like I didn't want to, mind you, I'm going to get to the rest of the story. It's deep. So after my mama died, 5-6 months later, I ended up getting to it with some motherfuckers. Get jumped at a house party. You get me? Get jumped. Bam. So I'm mad now. They didn't jump me. Yeah. I just want to get the person who jumped me. Mm-hmm. Even though they pull up art bag, okay, it's good. It's your bag, all right, but I want my get back. Yeah. You hear me? So months down the line, I ended up getting my get back. I ended up fighting the person who started the reason I got jumped. Yeah. And I can talk about this story now, because down to this day, me and Bert too, we done finally hollered in the hood and had a talk, you know what I mean? So I can talk about the story, because I would never even want to talk about the story. It was so deep. Yeah. But I ended up fighting Bert, and I went to fight whatever, but the way I wanted to fight, my folks didn't like it, so now my folks looking for me. Like, looking for me, though. You get me? Yeah. Like, I had to get up out of here, you get me? That's a good thing I had a connection with Bo and them still. I ended up moving to Seattle with Big Icy. He flew me out there for like 8-9 months. I had to stay home, because it was spunky. Nigga had an ABB on me. We used to catch game where we on. I'm like, yes, I'm only 16 now. I just turned 16. I'm 16. I'm like, damn, these niggas really looking for me? Yeah. Mind you, I'm thinking, I'm like, well, we need to be looking for them. That's my mind, but my team wasn't deep. So I had to cut. My family, the people who looking for you, we can't battle them. Yeah. You know what I mean? But my mindset was always like, why I gotta cut? You know what I mean? I was like, really didn't give a fuck, like, whatever, but I had to cut. You know, I'm like, you gonna die, man. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I left. Fuck with Big Ike and him. This when Bo was doing Enemy of the State album. I was living in Seattle, Tacoma, Gold Bar. When I'm a youngster living with people I barely even know. And I can't go home.
Yeah,
So I done lived in so many people's spots and places. Big, I can drop me off. I'm cool. Like I'm look, nigga, I thug it out there. You feel me? But it was better thug it out there than come back home. You feel me? So I learned a lot of shit out there how to be a man. Cause now I'm in a whole other state. You get me? So I grew up hella much. But when I finally moved back, it was like, I ain't rapping. You niggas ain't gonna put me on. I can't keep living out here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take my risk.
Yeah,
going home. You get me?
Yeah.
I came
home.
home.
Out there pretty much you wasn't
doing nothing. Wasn't rapping no more. I'm just living with these people down. I'm like a hindrance on these people now. I ain't their family. I'm still a kid. I'm 16.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I ain't going to school. They don't know how to put me in school. They ain't got no birth certificate on me, nothing. You get me? That's how thugging I was. Like, you know?
Really
Get me?
out there.
Come on, bro. I'm 16. Bro. They're like, bro, you a little kid still, nigga. Motherfuckers had to tell me, you could get Social Security. I wasn't even getting the money from my mama. So I finally learned that, guy. You can get Social Security, well, we better take you. I went home. Like, I started, my granny took me in. Feel me? Granny took me in. Pops, and he fucked up now. He, you know what I mean? Lost the spot, all this yellow shit going on. So I'm living with my granny. But now I got the passion to rap. Cause I'm doing this shit myself. I learned all the independent game for them niggas. I was gonna be watching. But like now I don't got nothing to live for, but my mama watching. Damn.
So how big of a gap was it that you say you stopped rapping until you started rapping again?
I stopped rapping for like I never stopped rapping, but I done had a dream of I'm like I'm gonna come out. These niggas can put me out right now. Both of them put me out, or why they ain't put me out? Yeah. I'm the tightest. I'm the dopest. Yeah. So my mind frame is nigga, put yourself out. So I stopped worrying about it for like 7, 8 months. The whole time I was funking, I was still, you know what I mean? But my mind frame was like, nigga, you gotta survive. So fuck rapping. Yeah. You get me? But then when I came home, I'm like, nigga, my mind frame was, it's me against the world, nigga. I'm thugging. You get me? I'm grinding, nigga. If I die, I die. That's why I didn't want to have no kids. That's to get back to the whole point of why. Because I'm like, nigga, even to this day, I still think like that. Now, I don't know, but I got kids now, so I move better, or I try to move better, because I have my moments where drunk ain't shit, I be cat, it's like, but I still be in my feelings, I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? But I now to the point where it's like, you can't think like that, you got 2 kids now. Yeah. You get me?
So now let's get into that with the drunk ain't shit. Your alcoholism, you took it that far to name a project that. Right. And so, at what point in your life what did it take for you to realize that alcohol was not something it was a hindrance to you?
Bro, I've been fighting this motherfucking shit since nigga 07, 08. I've been like, my New Year's resolution is to quit drinking as much. Yeah. Just like 07, 08. Yeah. Face people like, and I always thought I'm quit drinking as much. You feel me? But this was before I
never really, all the way, but
right. I like to drink. I like to shit. I don't smoke weed. Like I smoke weed right now. We smoking and rapping. We rapping the game. I smoke this blunt. Nigga, you feel me? I used to be a professional weed smoker, but I don't do nothing no more. I don't drink. I'm 30 days clean right now, and I smoke here and there. Because when I smoke, I get the deep thought, and that's why I hit the weed. I give you a deep interview, some real, it all come out. When I'm off that weed, I be just talking like a motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm going to give you the exclusive interview.
That shit real though. So 30 days, fresh 30 days into being clean and sober.
Fresh 30, bro. After I had 160 something. And then I had another moment. I got jumped a cat out. I'm like, damn. But they say that's a part of the process.
Yeah, I mean, you go, it's part of the process. It's very hard to just go cold.
Part of the process is relapsing, but when you relapse, do you want to stay sober? You want to start over? Or you're like, fuck it, I relapse, I'm going to keep drinking it.
In your alcoholism, what would you say is the biggest thing that you ever lost through the process of fighting your addiction?
The biggest thing I ever lost? Everything.
Like everything. At what point in time you lost everything?
Recently, bro. Like last year, I was sleeping in my car, bro. I moved back from Vegas. Feel me? That didn't work out. Came back home like I do. You know what I mean? I take risks in life, but when it don't work out, I always can come back home. I come back home, regroup. I know how to move in my city. Yeah. I know how to get some money. I know how to move anywhere, but in my city, I'm more comfortable. You know how that is. So I came back home, thugging, trying to get back on my shit. I ain't got nothing. Feel me? The macking ain't working for me because I'm macking with my daughter mama, and I gotta remix that. This was my, you know what I mean? I say macking because I ain't been pimping in a long time. You know what I mean? I can't remember last time I did some pimping. Yeah, right? Yeah. Shout out to all my people, they know what's up with gaming, but anyway, I'm macking on this. I can't, what I'm gonna do now? Yeah. She gotta raise the daughter, you know what I mean? So I'm back in the town, I'm in rooms. Mind you, I ain't never been a nigga who worked. Always been a hustler. Yeah. All my grannies, you need to get a job, man. I ain't get no motherfucking job, man. I sell this shit, man. Do this thing, I don't fucking do it. Right? So, like I said, alcohol made me lose everything because at the point I ain't have the spot no more. I ain't even have a car. And I'm a nigga that had a car since I was 15. You I kept a car, fly whips, all kind of shit, banzz, all, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't had no car, I ain't had no spot in my name, no spot period. At my granny house, I'm drinking, so I'm getting into it with everybody. Yeah. This was just happening. I even get to it with my granny. So now I ain't even comfortable in my granny house no more. I got to it with my granny. I got to it with you. No, I'm catting. Yeah, all of alcohol. I got to it with my own granny. Who do everything for me. And she my dog. We've been funking and having our little gripe because we both tourists and my granny been nitpicking at me. She loved me to death, right? But I get into it with granny. Now my uncle mad at me. Yeah. The family mad at me. Yeah, Granny Carrie, nigga. Everybody love Granny Carrie. Niggas in the hood, like, you get to a granny. Nigga, you feel me? Like, you tripping. So now I ain't got nowhere to go. Yeah. But mind you, nigga, get a job. All right, I got a job. Took my ass and went to a temp service. Nigga got hired. Nigga, within a month and a half, I had check stuff. Nigga, I went and got a car. And then, okay, bam, now I need to get a better job. And I need more money. I'm thugging hella little different jobs. Now I'm learning the work game now. Because I'm a hustler. Anything that's about some money, I'm going to do it. And now I see, okay, you really can work. Should have been had a job. Yeah. But I already been in the game. Fuck a job. So now I'm working. Nigga, I'll get a job at UPS. Peak season. Peak season been going on forever. Nigga, I don't know why I ain't jump on peak season at UPS years ago. Even if it's just for that season. Yeah. And I made bands. So I got the spot that we in right now with Nipsey behind us. You see my shit player? This is my name. You know? It's all after losing everything. The check stuff got me this shit. I'm building my credit. So when you ask me what alcohol made me lose all of it. Yeah. Because I'm drunk. I'm not in my right mind when I'm drunk. And when I drink every day, I'm not in my right state of mind every day. I ain't worried about hustling. I'm talking shit. I'm mad at the world. I'm already.
And I will say it was one time I actually probably see you in one of those episodes. The one time you probably don't even remember because you was.
I don't be remembering. I'm blacking out, which is sad.
See, because I had never seen you that drunk before. Right. Like I had pulled up right over there with the little liquor store right there on 98th and D. Like between D and E, like right there, that little store right there.
Oh yeah, when I was getting into it with the Ravens. You seen me that day?
Yeah, you talked.
I was getting into it with the Ravens and them niggas up there, right?
And I was just like, damn, like, that's what that nigga get like when he get fucked up like that, you know? And so it was the way of part of me just kind of like, damn, that alcoholism shit is real. Because it's like, he completely different person. Like, you remember me like, hey, bro, what's up? Where you go? Like, you was talking to me all that shit. Right. I was like, damn, that nigga loaded as fuck right now. Like, that shit.
And I'm aggressive.
Yeah.
Aggressive nigga. You feel me? Because now I got PTSD. You remember like I said, when I came back as a youngster, right? Get back to let's take it back there a little bit. When I came home, when I'm from that shit I told you about in the beginning, right? My mind frame is, nigga, I'm thugging. You get me? So my aggression was every time I'm outside, I'm ready to chunk him. Nigga, I'm always knock on me, I'm like, I'm that. Yeah. You get me? I really was that, and I had to think like that, and that's what kept me alive. Yeah. I'm like, nigga, I was having it, right? And even the situation I was in, the niggas was in the situation knew it wasn't that serious. And they respected me like, youngster, solid. Yeah. And that nigga, he feel me, so I had respect from that side. Like I said, shout out to the surrounding niggas. They respect a real nigga. Yeah. You solid, you stand up for yourself, you might get beat up. Yeah. Better fight back, nigga. Nigga gonna give you more respect. You from Oakland. You fight back, you lose, nigga respect you more than you just being a sucker.
Right away, or
So when I came home, but my mind frame was like that now, though. You feel me? And I was like that. I ended up selling crack. That's when I came home selling crack. We're gonna get to that. I started selling cream in the Dubs. You feel me? My uncle from the Dubs. I always lived in the Dubs, but I always been from 900 since I was a little ass kid. Yeah. We don't do turf hopping. By the time I was 6, 7, 8, I was really from the 90s. Yeah. So even though I moved to the Dubs when I was 7, 8, 9, I was always from the 90s already. Yeah. But I grew up in the Dubs, though. Shout out to my Dub niggas. Them niggas, I grew up there, but I was already from where I was from. But I learned hella game in the Dubs, and I learned how to sell crack. So when I came home from Seattle, nigga, I started selling crack on East 2 You feel me? Rolling. $1 million spot. Lost Promise had first opened. Nigga, the Metro store had just opened when Metro's first hit. Motherfucker spot rolling. I'm talking about, nigga. You get a zip me, you chop that bitch down, you gonna roll. I'm rolling. Yeah. And I'm standing out there all day. And like I said, I'm aggressive hustler. Yeah. So I started balling as a youngster, 17, 18. When I came home, I'm aggressive, I'm with the shit, I'm selling cream, I got money with hand. So I'm not with that type of youngster, you get me? So I put my own CD out. That's when the Pass for Rap came back out. I dropped the God Bless the Child album at 18, out the trunk, you feel me? Had the fur coat on with the Kango, and you feel me, on the cover. You get me?
You push it out the trunk.
Out the trunk, nigga. The 106 and Mac, nigga. Everybody popping my shit, nigga. I got to have my baby picture on the back, nigga. I'm selling CDs like I was sell crack. I'm aggressive. What's that, bro? You want to copy this? Because I'm the gamer. I talk a lot. That's what I say. Even when I'm drunk, I overdo it, but I'm naturally like this. I talk. I'm a player. I'm aggressive. You feel me? I ain't got to be drunk to do nothing. That's people like, why you drunk, bro? You ain't, like you said, I ain't the same. I'm like a monster, bro. My big homie, Big C, said, blood, that shit gotta be a, what he say? He said, that's a disease, a sickness for you, bro, because he never seen me like that either. He's like, I hear about you, the gamer, you playing, you fucking niggas fucking gamer.
Yeah.
But when you drink, you this person, it's a sickness.
It's a difference.
It's a sickness, bro, like it is too, because I drink, and then I keep drinking.
Yeah,
like if I just have a bottle or two, I play her. Yeah, till I get to it and pass out. Then it'll be a story, gamer, you got into it with this person, you got into it with that person. I don't even remember, which is sad, bro. So, but like I said, get back to the story. I put my CD out at 18. I had copped the Z, 300Z, with the T-tops. Put that bitch on 17, some clean ass 17. I'm only 18. I copped Diamond Grill from Spitz, all the shit. You get what I'm saying? So, I'm out here, man.
Yeah.
And I'm out the trunk.
Yeah.
And I'm CEO.
Of your own shit.
Already at 18, I'm CEO and I'm having money.
At this time, it's not gamer gear.
It's just Al the Gamer. Yeah. I was Lil Al the Gamer though. Yeah. I was building that brand. I'm Lil Al the Gamer. This nigga 20 years ago down there. This 18 years. Yeah, I dropped the album when I was 18. I'm 36. Damn near a dud. You feel me? I'm out the trunk. I was the only nigga out the trunk, especially a young nigga. Nigga want to rap, then when it come to Mackie, you got this. So that turned from selling crack to rapping to now I'm Mackie with these hoes on me. And I've always been a player, so I'm like, I need to start pimping. I'm getting money. I don't want to sell crack no more. I'm selling. Fuck that. These hoes on me. I got my CD out. So that's how I jumped into the pimp game. It was all the transition. 17, 18, I'm selling crack. Now 18, 19, I'm having money. You feel me? Now I'm pimping. Now I'm in that life. You feel me? But then I ended up going to prison at 20. That's how the shit goes. I'm in Vegas. I'm out of state. Full pimping, man, but it was an undercover hoe. I ain't go there for no real hoe. Me and my partner, I'm already on probation for selling weed. I started selling weed in Vegas, I'm on probation for selling weed out there. Now they get me for pimping the parent was the first initial charges and conspiracy, but they dropped it because it was an undercover. And I never even got her upstairs. And then she didn't want to holler at me because I didn't say her that my partner leave with her. They get me for conspiracy. And I talked to her first, and I'm on probation. They had me. I took it to the preacher. I'm like, if y'all had me first, I talked to her first, y'all would have got me. She get up and my partner talked to her, they go outside and y'all come get me. He left with her. I didn't leave with her, so that's how I went to prison now. And I went to April 5th, 2005. Never forget it. My birthday was May 4th. I was about to be 21. So I go to jail a month before my 21st birthday in Vegas. I ended up going to prison for that shit.
And how long you got to do?
I did 12 to 30. I ended up doing 16 months altogether off my 12 to 30. Did 4 in the county, a year in High Desert. The High Desert in Vegas, so people always get confused. The High Desert in Vegas, did a year in that bitch. I'm 20, turned 21. Independent. You feel me? In another state, I ain't know none of them niggas. Mind you, I'm thinking this shit like the movie, and I'm going to pen like, fuck it, gotta be how you always think. And that's how I survived the pen too. Any nigga who was in the pen was gonna be like, that nigga was, he was out. It's gonna happen, Nigga, I'm not gonna be no sucker. So I went in with that. It wasn't even like that. Prison cool, it's programming. I had my little card, a few niggas from the Bay, that's it. We was cool. We don't gang bang. We was anywhere, hella Vegas niggas and LA niggas. You feel me? They bang. They got their own politics. They fuck with players. So.
And that was your only bid?
That was my only bid that I did a real bid. I've been a reader. You feel me? Yeah. And then I did a stint in Florida too. I got caught with a fucking gun. So I got a story. I forget this had something to do with my alcoholism too. Well, I didn't lose nothing. I lost my freedom, but it was the worst trip ever. Taking my son on a boat cruise for his birthday. You feel me? Mind you, I'm living in Vegas. So I fly from Vegas. He meet me because he was in the Bay. He meet me at the airport. My family flew him to me in Vegas. Mind you, the whole time I got a gun in my bag that I don't even know about. I forgot the motherfucker. They already put my bags on. They didn't go through the checkpoint. They put it on the plane. So my son meet me. Imagine if they caught the gun before he even meet me. He would have been at the airport and I wouldn't have showed up. I'd have been cuffed already. But anyway, let's get past that, right? We make it all the way to Orlando. We make it to Orlando, Florida. We leaving on a boat cruise out of Orlando, Florida. Disney cruise. The whole time it's a banger in there. I get my luggage. We get a room that night. We stay out there at night before we go on the boat. We get a room. He swimming, hella shit. The whole time the banger's still in my shoe, in my luggage. So next day we go get on the boat and the bus that take us to the boat. The bus. So boom, if you ever been on the boat, you know they check your luggage in. They take my luggage, take his luggage. And you just wait, get all your passes and shit, and until you go to dock. So we up there waiting. They called my name, Mr. Woods. I've been on the boat cruise before. I'm like, this ain't protocol. I ain't calling me. I already have been on the boat cruise. I know how this shit works. Skip past all the, put up out the gun in there. The bagger in there. my little puka packer that I had in Vegas, and it's all lead to me drinking because I'm getting into it with niggas in Vegas, and I'm like, nigga, I'm gonna have to, you get me?
Yeah,
Which God saved me from this, because nigga, you don't need to do that. I'm gonna get you caught with this. You for the pop motherfucker, your ass to go to jail. Which one you want? You in jail still, but at least it ain't for you.
A lot longer.
You carrying this puka packer, you getting into it because you the drunk Al. You're not even the real Al. You the drunk Al. You gonna pop a nigga over the drunk Al and go to jail. But anyway, they find the gun. My son in there with me. Nigga, they cuff me. He crying. I'm in the cuffs at the bottom. Like, dude, how did I forget this? Mind you, he know about the puka packer. He look at me like, the puka packer? I'm like, puka packer. That's what we call it. Bring my son. That's my little nigga, right? I'm cut. And long story short, they called. They like, gonna call your friend. They called my sister. She like, I'll fly him home. They took me to jail. I did 30 days in Brevard County in Florida. My sister got me a lawyer by the grace of God. Got me a lawyer. The judge and the DA, everybody knew it was a mistake because they knew I was out there with my son. So that's what got me probation, 3 years probation in that 30 days I did. Having that good lawyer, Bryn Brito, shout out to Bryn Brito in Florida, and them knowing this thing, I'm bringing no gun on the fucking boat cruise on purpose. That's what saved me, but that goes, God blessed me with that, to come through that, because I could have went to the pen in Florida. A stolen gun from California, already a felon, my charge, ex-felon possession, from the Vegas shit. So I'm already a felon with a stolen gun, nigga.
Yeah, doing major time.
Come on, bro, but they blessed me. I could have went to the feds for that. Hell
just
shit.
for forgetting that.
That's for forgetting the banger. But look what happened to Jules Santana, bro. He just did the same thing. Nigga forgot his pull-up. He went to the feds.
Yeah.
You get me? He was in the East Coast though. It's different laws, but he was like, right, he was in nigga Jersey.
Certain motherfuckers, they were trying to do motherfuckers dirty intentionally.
Right, exactly. So
you got a little bit bigger name, they trying to set the precedent.
damn your ass, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
you know
But like I said, that all boiled down to me being drunk. If I wasn't drunk and put the gun in the shoe when I did stuff it, I would remember. The gun in the shoe. Yeah. I'm drunk when I stuffed it. That goes to me blacking out shit. I remember shit. I don't even remember I put a gun, took the whole fucking bag on the plane with my son. He didn't get to go on that boat cruise. I used to have nightmares about that shit when I was in jail in Florida. Of him saying, I'm having my real fun tomorrow, Dad. So that's what he said on Instagram. Because we was walking through Florida, we was chilling.
Yeah.
You get me? He's like, I'm having my real fun tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, so a lot of shit, bro, in my life that didn't happen, bro. Motherfuckers probably, and I was down, nigga. Like, I had to pull myself out of it, though.
Yeah.
My sister helped, but when I got home, I didn't have nothing again. I had just copped Benz hella shit. Let the little chick I was with, had the Benz, it was a no do. She couldn't pay it. The Benz get repo. While I'm in jail, I had to get out and get my shit back out. Just copped that motherfucker. Feel me? But I got out, got my shit back out. You know what I mean? But I always take breaks off music because I be going through other shit.
Yeah, real life shit.
Yeah, and I be like, nigga, I can be successful. I just focus.
Yeah.
But life be, nigga, be. But I think God using me as a vessel though, because I'm a nigga who could take that shit.
Yeah.
Thug it out, bounce back. I know how to get money. I know how to grind. It's me that be fucking myself up sometimes. It don't be the world. It don't be competition. You feel me? It be that battle.
So getting back into all that leading up to you starting the gamer gear and starting to press up that shit was like, when you starting to get clean and sober, was that what like made you like push that shit over here? Like that was like your new addiction? Was like,
that was my new addition to my life. Like I had to reinvent myself again. Life about reinventing yourself. Keep up with the times, you get me? So my thing is to take the power back from me being drunk and shit, because I know that's my downfall. Like even when suckers be talking about me, oh gamer, you know niggas be, it's really niggas who always been in competition with me. And it's like, that nigga used to be ball, look at that nigga now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It ain't niggas who like, that nigga sucker, that nigga like, what gamer, where you know gamer, boy, gamer sober when you, boy, you know that how that nigga rap. But oh, that nigga drunk now, that nigga boosty, man, that nigga drunk. And I understand that, because I do be boosty and drunk at the time.
You can't knock him.
I ain't knocking nobody. I ain't knocking nobody, because I know how I be, but when you have real partners, they fuck with you. Like, what's wrong with a nigga? Bro, you alright? Like, you know, I'm the type of nigga, if I see my nigga catting who my nigga about, I'm pulling up, nigga, jump in, nigga, what's going on, nigga, talk to me.
Yeah.
You been tripping, nigga, you cool? I never had that, because I was always the nigga who was the nigga. Yeah. And that's how I feel about my life. Like, a lot of niggas fuck with me, but it always been competition with Al, because like I said, since I was so young, I've been the boy.
Yeah.
You hear me? Like, I'm doing it. I got hoes. That's why I'm so grown now with my way I move. Family.
Yeah,
like, I'm trying to teach these youngsters, bro, you can do it. Because now I feel like I'm a nigga who got to get game. That's why my name is Gamer. And that's why I started Gamer Gear, because my shit stands for something. I mean, really, game. And we can go for video gamers and shit. My son a real video gamer. Yeah. So we go both ways. But my shit from the game, you got some game about yourself. And all your life, your mama will tell you, boy, have some game about yourself.
Yeah.
You move on to the cornball. But even you a square, you got some game about yourself. Because life is about gang. You feel me? So the gamer gear was my new passion. Like I need something else to do. But how it all started was my first shirt, the Drunk Ain't Shit shirt.
Yeah.
because that was me taking the power back. I know a drunk ain't shit. So I'm a brand. It's like I said, that goes to me naming my new album that's about to drop. A drunk ain't shit, Tales of a Fly Wino.
Yeah.
Because my partner one time, he told me, he's like, bro, you be fly, girl, but you got like one wino. It's my nigga Fuzz. Shout out to Fuzz. I always be cussing that nigga. I love that nigga though. But he told me that. He's like, bro, you fly, but you got like wino. And I took that. I'm gonna use that. Yeah. And that's what my shit drunk ain't shit. Cause a drunk ain't shit. Tales of a Fly Wino. So I'm telling my story. These are my tales. You feel me? Like it's what I'm going through. I got the song "Drunk Ain't Shit" with Lunacy. You listen to that song, you be like, I feel that nigga pain. You feel me? But that shit real, like. So that's what made me start the gaming here, so people can be like, nigga, have some game about yourself. You fucking up, nigga, you tripping, nigga, you can bounce back, just have some game about yourself, nigga. Watch gaming.
Yeah, that shit.
It showed my story on Instagram when I was in the car. I'm going to UPS every day, nigga. I'm sleeping in the car, nigga. I'm doing 15 hours. I'm doing driver helper. I'm doing preload. I'm showing this.
Whatever.
I'm showing this. Yeah, I ain't showing all these bros. I done showed that too, though. I done showed I'm in Miami eating lobster. I done showed both sides of this shit.
Yeah.
I done showed niggas like, okay. And now I'm showing you could get a job, you could have the credit. It's really the better way to do it that way. I'm mad that I learned so late.
It's more stability.
I'm mad I learned so late. People probably try to tell me here and there, but I wasn't listening.
I've always, one thing I've always did was make sure no matter what a nigga was doing on the side, whether if a nigga had a little bitch doing whatever a nigga was trying to sell some weed, even with trying to build my brand and doing what I do now, a nigga always took a job until it's to the point where you know, okay, the type of deals I'm doing with people now, I don't gotta go work for nobody, you know?
Right.
And
exactly.
until you know you know off of just your name, you can make money and enough to feed your family. Until then, you gotta keep the job, because why would you can't deprive your family of food and bills or internet or certain things just because you trying to chase your dreams and your goals. You just gotta build it. You gotta work around that shit, and they ain't gonna go to work. Like you said, niggas is hustlers, so no matter what, okay, if a nigga already hustling, I can go to work for 8 hours. Niggas 24 hours in a day.
Exactly.
I can go to other 8 hours and hustle for myself too, but I know I for surely made this money today.
For sure.
You feel me?
And it's stacked. It's already in the bank.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't gotta put it in the shoebox. They got it for me. They gonna give it to me on blue.
And like you said, the check stubs. You feel me? Tax money. It's certain benefits to having a job to anybody. Now, like you said, it's motherfuckers you gonna meet that probably will say they never had a job or never will have a job or never want to have a job. You know what I'm saying?
I said that before.
And I respect certain motherfuckers like that only if you really, really know how to hustle, or if you somebody who, like you said, you're not gonna have a job and work for nobody, but you're a real estate or you got your own shit going. I don't respect the motherfuckers saying they're not going to work, but you don't got shit going.
Be broke.
Yeah, you feel
and then in this day and age, you can't get a spot without. You could have a fake check stubs, old school, whatever. I done got a spot before with the
but I ain't gonna keep paying
but
that shit.
Nowadays they're on that. They don't just want the stub; they want bank statements. Motherfucker, you better have a bank account. You ain't got no bank statement, but you got this. And they want to see this shit, these places now to live. And I'm glad I seen that just right now. Like I said, I was just fucked up. And then I seen the game and said, look, I got it together now. The way they making it hard. You ain't getting no spot. Your credit, how much? 580? Oh, ain't good enough. We want at least 620. Or you got check stubs, how much you make? Okay, yeah, you gotta make more than you gotta be on your shit, bro. And even if you don't got check stubs, you got your bank statements that you deposit $1,200 on your own account. So you can show me your statements. I get $1,200 every Friday from my music. Here you go, look, I've been getting it for 3 months straight. You know what I mean? And they all so they respect that. So people gotta learn that game, because I didn't know that game, and I would have been homeless in Dagger still if I didn't learn it now.
Nigga was just trying
but you tripping. So that's what I be trying to tell the youngsters, have some game about yourself, man. This shit's serious.
And so getting back into the music a little bit, we're working with all those legends like that young. Once you got into your older age and still being in the game and shit like that, who were some of those legends that you went back and tapped in with and said, oh, let's do this song together, or let me put you on this show, or
shit? Honestly, I fucked with Jack. You feel me? Out of all the niggas I fuck with, like Jack did a show for me, like right before he died, like that year when I started back throwing shows at Caribbean. He did a show for me. He charged me and said it was good. And Jack put me on his first album. The people don't know that I'm on the Jack first album, the Jaguar. I'm on the song Dat Tapes. You feel me? I'm on the song Dat Tapes, nigga. The Jack first album. I bought records. I was living with them niggas at that time. Like, just tell stories that I missed, hella pieces that I didn't even tell you that we have to sit down for hours to. I'm on that album, so Jack always showed me love, and then just all the other. I never really worked with him after that, but it was always love. Like if I see AP, if I see Husband, them my niggas. I see Keek and Adrian, BA, them niggas love me. You feel me? Like them niggas. I'll see Game Lou out, because I grew up in that era. That was a cold era to grow up in. Like I said, I'm still a nigga's era now, but I'm really not. I'm really from the 3 times crazy area, the Yakmouth area.
Yeah.
Looney, I'm
You
from
just
that area.
kept that. You always kept your like ear to the streets and
I know how to reinvent myself. That's why I was doing shows and shit and fucking with artists, because I always feel like an older nigga, even though I'm young. I'm still a nigga's age, but I always feel because I'm from a different era. You feel me? And that goes from like even my era with how we is in the streets. You gonna have to fight. You can't even be outside. You can't even be in the mix. You gonna get smashed on.
That's real shit.
Nigga out here was just real smashers. Like most niggas from my era who still around, they ballin', having money, they smashers. They know what's up with me. I know it's, and it's like I know how I move now, but I be fucked up from certain shit still. I got real PTSD. I still just want to be like, and that shit gets stupid. But I'm from that, bro. It's like I used to be in the party thugging. I always been outside active, nigga. That's how that shit was fun, nigga. You better be about it, nigga. What you about? I'm still like that. But it's like it's a new era. Now I'm just gotta be grown man, bossy, get my gamer gear. I fuck with my kids. I'm on that because it's too much to lose and it ain't even worth nothing to prove. You feel me? Nigga better get it together. You know what I mean?
So with.
But I ain't seen Bo in a minute, you know what I mean? But I ain't seen niggas like Bo, I ain't seen Bo in a minute. But Bo Local's always my OG, you feel me? And who else? That's it. Like Spence, I don't know where Spence at. Ain't really talked to Dollar Tonka Pong. He hit me on Instagram. My first producer with the Platinum Beat, shout out Tonka Pong. That's my nigga. But other than that, a lot of niggas from that era ain't really doing that no more. Keith shit is still is, and hope Keith get on his feet still one day. Nigga, that's my nigga. I love Keith. You feel me? He always showed me love, but we never did music. We never, because we always going through shit from that era. Look at people like Keith. Look at all them niggas from that era, where they at. Where's niggas from Sido at? Where they at? These niggas, they was crazy. They fucked up. I grew up in that era, so alcohol was trying to break me. Because them niggas was on heroin, all kind of shit, bro. So I had to fight that, bro.
Just from being from that era, if you rapped in that era, if you don't know how to reinvent yourself and if you're not consistently listening to the new music coming out and working with new producers, you're gonna kind of get stuck in your time. And you just get.
You'll never be able to be.
You know what I'm saying?
But and I'm kind of
the way how the music just starts. Like say like if you were somebody like a 40, he's somebody who's been able to stay relevant throughout this time. But 40 got that style to where even if he rapping on some old school beats, some old school style, he giving you a different type of flow and playing with the wordplay so much.
And he hella animated too. People like that shit.
You feel me? So and then he got so many fans that over the years it don't really matter what the times. As times change, you might want to listen to some new shit, but you'll still go back and listen to some 40
I still consider myself a new artist. That's my whole thing. I'm only known out here. I'm known in the Bay, I'm known in the town, I'm known in Rich, I'm known for my region. I'm known out of state because I've been in Vegas, I've been around, but they just be knowing me for being a hustle nigga with the weed. Niggas know me for throwing parties. Niggas don't even know me with music like that until I tell them. But so now, I like I said, I keep up what's going on, and the wave I'm on is the wave that I've been on this wave for a minute. Black love, black empowerment. You feel me? Drunk ain't shit, but you gonna dress that shit. You gonna fight your demons head on. You know what I mean? You gonna take care of these kids. You gonna. So I'm glad I didn't come out and blow up back then because I would have had to reinvent myself. Now I'm just really introducing myself to the world, to the people. Like. This me. This the man I was filming because if I would have came out back then and been known, I'd have been known for the pimp rapper. All you rap about is pimping. Every time I'm on the verse, bitch, what I hope. My family got to the point where it's like, bro, you wasn't like that on the first album, bro. You had pain. Now you having this money. Nigga, you weak. My niggas used to tell me, like, all you rap about is pimping, bro. And everybody want to get me on the song, guess what it was? Yeah, bro, let me get you on something. I got this perfect pimp song. So all niggas wanted me on, bro. They want a song with Gamer, we on player shit. That's what I was on. You get me? I was known for that. I pull up in the Gamer van, I'm on foes, I'm bitches, I'm macking. I was known for that. You feel me? So.
One of my last questions I want to ask was, how you said in the beginning from like how your mom died at your young age, how it made you not really want to have kids and scared you just like that. Now at your older age, with having 2 kids, do you feel that you was wrong for thinking that?
Nah, because at the moment, like, to be honest, and just to put this out before we go, at one point in time, I tried to commit suicide.
Oh, shit.
I took some pills just like my mama, bro. Luckily, shout out to my cousin Zola, I was living in the album room. She knew something was weird with me. She like, cousin, you all right? And she used to take pills for her headache. She had migraines, so I took some strong ones. She kept them in her drawer. She used to have migraine, take a pill for her headaches. And I took the whole bottle of them bitches. She seen something was wrong. And I'm like, no, ain't nothing wrong. I went there and laid down, blood. Gracefully, for the grace of God, I didn't fall into a deep sleep. I told her, I said, yeah, cuz I did take the pills. And niggas, they rushed me to the ambulance, the Highland, nigga. I had to take some charcoal, swallow the charcoal. Nigga, throw that, the hella nasty, but it dissolved the pills. Stay in the hospital. They took me to John George for 2 days. Feel me? I told him, man, I thought I had a headache. I didn't know I took that many. I told him that to get out. That's gonna keep me in that.
Nigga, what try to stay in that.
I did that shit, bro. I did that. Like, so it'll get back to that, meaning at that point, I didn't even care about living. That's why I was so aggressive. I didn't care about dying.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, nigga, but do you care about what I'm gonna do to you?
Yeah.
See, that was the difference with me and people, bro. And I still be having that mind frame now to a certain extent, but like you said, having 2 kids, I gotta completely switch that mind frame.
Yeah.
I gotta know, can't be reckless off the bottom, you got these 2 kids. But at that time, I didn't want no kids because I knew, nigga, I'm thugging.
Yeah.
My mind frame, bro. I'm glad I'm still here by the grace of God.
But do you feel also though like that? That's like part of like probably some of your key motivation to stay clean and sober though.
Yes, yes. My kids now is my everything because like I see what I do when I'm sober. I make shit happen. All this shit, all this gaming gear, sweatsuits, all this shit came off when I'm sober, focusing on my shit. You get me? With a plan. I threw parties for years, nigga, put niggas on. I hustled all my life. I always been a hustler. Okay, I'm a hustler. Like I said, I reinvent myself with the streets. I never had to reinvent myself with the music because, like I said, I never been too popular with the music yet, especially to the world.
Yeah.
In Oakland, other niggas know I rap, but I ain't never really had a big city out here yet. I was always known for hustling. I'm at boogie trapping. I got these throwing shows. I got more popular off the shows, throwing other rappers on stage and hosting, talking my shit. You know what I mean? So, man, but with the streets, I always reinvented myself with life. That's what I learned how to reinvent myself with life. Like keep up with the times with life. Like now it's the time when nigga need to be on his credit, so I'm on it at the right time. Yeah. At least I caught on, at least I learned, because I catch on. I ain't finna be no bum ass nigga. Yeah. I ain't gonna be nigga, it's all on the bitch, man. I don't get no money, I ain't nigga. My shit smell like pussy. And I'm knocking them type of niggas, I fuck with them type of niggas, but I couldn't do that with a son with me. Yeah. Because I'm a single father. We didn't even get to that story. That's another interview too. I had my son the last 5 years, 7 years by myself. So I couldn't just bank on hustling no more. And I did for some years though. My son seen me thugging, but now he seen me get a job. So he like, damn, Dad,
he seen
it. You went from hustling every day, now you working. Look how stable we is, Dad. The most stable we been with having a job, Dad. I want to work when I get older. Fuck hustling, nigga. I'm working like my daddy, nigga. We stable working. So it taught my son a lesson, bro. So, but yeah, the kids helped me a lot.
That shit real.
I'm glad that God gave me some kids, knowing I felt like that I didn't want to have none. If that'd help the answer better. Like I'm glad that God still blessed me, because if I didn't have these kids, I'd still be thugging it.
Still like funny, nigga, you still might be out there.
And I be like that now, still having kids, like saying I gotta quit. But when you fucked up, you fucked up.
Yeah, you feel me?
Shit, I'm dealing with. You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm high off the tree. I'm feeling good. Nigga, I can talk your ear off. I don't even smoke like that, but I got too much stories. That's why I don't smoke. I think too much. I get to think about old school shit now, because I been around some shit.
My brother do that shit when we get high.
He's my era. That's my nigga.
He talk dumbass old stories.
He my nigga. We the same era. That's what niggas from our era do, right? We get to reminiscing. Like, nigga, remember that time? Nigga, they want birth. Like, nigga, like we get to, you know what I mean? Our era, we really got PTSD from the early, if you grew up in the 90s, in the early 2000s, it was funky.
Yeah.
Cause we was the era after the Lil D's and shit. And you feel me? All our uncles had money and was balling, and it's still cracked out here. So nigga, I was balling at 17. I had 9 zips of coke. You get me? And that was balling back then. You got a 9-pack, you 16, 17, nigga.
For real.
Nigga, crack, you
can't even sell dope like that nowadays.
Man, come on, man. It's over for that, bro. You know what I mean?
For a lot of hustlers, in reality, a job,
you gotta have kilos and shit.
Right, exactly. You already got a job or scamming.
Look at all the OGs that came home from the pen after doing 20 years and got jobs truck driving. They blew past niggas who been on the street their whole life. They came home with that plan. Nigga OGs came home and got in the work field, construction job. The OGs used to have money, balling off up, and they balling harder, man.
Yeah, because the nigga knows you want money, you gotta work for that shit.
Exactly.
And it ain't enough money in hustling no more to where you can really
the risk don't even match the reward either.
They don't.
Nigga, so I push that. So in interview you see me, I'm telling my story, which is clips and pieces of this shit. Cause my story, like I said, me off this weed talking to bro, we go 5 hours. But the main part is, bro, like you said, I started off young, and I went through a lot of shit that detoured me from my destination with music. But it was putting me on the destination in my real life. Cause music is just it could be your passion, you love it, but real life always gonna overtake you doing a video. Then they say cut.
Yeah.
That's rapping. Okay, now you gotta go. Baby mama, that ain't gonna cut. You gonna keep talking till you hang up, then you gotta hear it again and go call back. Like that's real life, you feel me? But that music shit, you gotta know how to balance it. So, and you gotta be in position, which working and shit like that put you in position, because you can just focus on the music strictly on the weekends. And push hella hard, then go to work. Like I said, get your consistent money. The weekend, push this shit. until you blow up.
Exactly.
You
I
feel
mean,
me?
it may take a little bit longer, but at the end of the day, you also have the mindset of knowing shit. This shit don't never ever get to where I really wanted my family.
I'm still good.
Take care.
I can still take this boat cruise trips. I can still be in Miami eating lobster.
And
I
chill.
can still be popping bottles if I
Exactly.
want to. I can still do all the shit that they say the rappers do.
Exactly.
And be straight. Like, I started my own clothing line. It's not hard. Nigga, you gotta find a person who print the shit up, get a raw designer, have a few dollars to invest in yourself, get your business side right, get your name, get all, and you can have your own shit.
Yeah.
You can have gamer gear, you can have it. People gonna support you if you know how to promote your shit. Everything about marketing and promotion. You gotta know how to sell shit. Sell yourself, sell your brand. You can't sell your brand.
And then, so what is the Instagrams?
My Instagram, my Facebook, Alex Woods, my actual real name.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
So,
shit.
and
And
then
so
my
you put
Instagram is Al_ the THAGAMER. So Al_ the gamer spelled the THA instead of E. Feel me? It's my
For sure,
and I got
for
gamer gear clothing _
That's what I'm
Ga-
saying. It's got to be one
yeah,
you made just for
_ gamer gear clothing. That's the clothing line with all the new pictures, everybody wearing the shit.
For sure, man. That was episode 21, man, without a gamer, man. Old school Oakland legend, man. You feel me? I'm trying to keep these episodes and keep real, authentic people on this shit. So, you feel me? A lot of the people you're going to see on this shit is people you see around, walking around the streets, driving around the streets, and in the clubs and the sites you go to and shit like that, man. So, make sure y'all like and subscribe and motherfucking keep supporting.
100, we gone.
I don't know why this shit be fucking